gave you. It what? What about the box? It what? It look good, right? Looks appealing. But once you get inside, when you look at what's on the inside, you'll find it's what? Fake, shallow. It's not the real thing. So that means looks can be deceiving. I want to ask how many people on campus got caught up in that. Fellas, we gonna keep it real today? How many got a joint that's built but you can't talk to her?
Never.
She built though. She bad. She's thick.
Yeah, I'm going straight.
I'm going right at it, right? And I'm trying what? I'm trying back. I'm trying to bomb that nigga. Facts. Facts. Y'all on campus now. Y'all ain't going home to your parents and have to report what you did. But on campus, if you at the party and she bad, what's happening after the party?
I'm in the bag. It's over.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, you do that. Then she comes home with you. You bag. Next thing you know, we together.
That's my number one rule. Really, I'm not covering her.
And now you gotta keep doing this over and over and over and over. Next thing you know, you got 6 unit bag and you got high from each and every last one of them. So I ain't going to Anderson today because that joint might be in there. I ain't going to Sykes definitely because I know the other joint will be over there. And so I gotta play ducky all the time. And it's like, for what? Feel like a man? That's why you do it. Why do we need multiple jobs?
You horny.
You horny. Good, right? So what happens if you get pregnant?
I leave.
Huh?
Crazy. I got the box. I gotta take care of young people.
But again, is that what you want?
Nah, that's why I play ducky.
That's what I'm saying, like, but you just said, if I got a young boy, I gotta take care of him, but you won't know because you playing ducky. And what happens is, if you play ducky, and what happens is when you play ducky, then the young boy grows up like a lot of us did. Where your pop, yo, I can't deal with this woman, bro. Because most of the women that we wind up bagging, we don't really want to build with. We just like that she built. Facts. So I'm glad that you're honest though, because that's facts. That's every man in here is after one thing. What is it?
Some ass. I mean, I'm
everything you do is to get to the goalpost. I don't care how nice of a guy you are. Every man in here has the same end game. You just go about it differently. Some be loyal to one, some be loyal to many. But the game is all the same. Because everybody in here gets money. Facts?
for sure.
That's why I say I'm not talking to nobody like, listen. And we gonna keep running this game over and over again is because the thought of a commitment to a man is way different today. Because I'm gonna ask you this question. What does it even mean to be a man? Talk to me. Oh, see? Oh, see?
There's a lot of
You gotta be able to hold your own.
Hold your own, right?
Pay bills.
Pay bills, right? Now, in terms of a woman, does that make you a man?
Or
No.
generation now.
It do?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Can she pay bills?
Depends on the woman.
Most of them. Let's look today. Do most women pay bills today?
No.
Because most times, what do you see most of the time?
Men.
You see the woman with the what?
With the kids.
She got the kids. She got the what else? She got the schooling. What else she got? She got the car. She got the house.
Hair and nails.
Now here you come. And you've been raised to believe you gotta put your foot down in that house. Dad, it's not my floor. Boy, when you get there, you need to bring home the bacon. She owns the pig. Well, you got to get her some money. She makes more than me. Well, I'm gonna try to get her a car. She already has that. But he's telling you be a man. And so, because you don't know what it is to be a man with a woman today, you gotta do that. You use the only thing you got. I'm gonna just smash and leave. Why? Because I ain't putting my heart into this, because every man is afraid that the woman he cares about doesn't need him. Because they got what? They don't need you to defend them. Oh no, they carrying them. They got mace, they got guns. They could call 911. But back in the day, when our parents grew up, they couldn't go nowhere because your father owned the house. They had their own business, and the roles made them stay together. Now, she says, I ain't cooking for you, I work too. And you actually have arguments over gifts. Why would you just get me that? You didn't really think about me today. I've even been there before. Everybody say it's hard being a man. How many of y'all agree? How many agree it's hard being a man today? So you got to go back, because now this is all you got is to look at the appeal. And so what happens is every man becomes angry because he doesn't know how to be a man in this generation. He doesn't know how. Like, how do I be a man with women today? Because it seems like I can never what? Do anything. Right. How many been there before? It's like no matter what you do, it's a what? And so what does that make you want to do? What's our recourse to that? Bounce and do what? Or I'm gonna just find another while I'm with it.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
Because I don't know enough about myself to even want to build with her. Y'all ain't thinking about building. Y'all in college. This is the time. This is the first time a lot of y'all had a sense of freedom. You got a taste of freedom now, and you don't know how to act. I'm a man now. I'm feeling like a man. Yeah, I get them all now, and ain't nobody got to know. All the haters back around the way, they ain't got to know what I'm doing. I'm on campus now. I'm the new man. I'm taking over Westchester. Westchester should have never allowed me up here. Facts? Because that's how we really think. But we got to go back inside now. When you go to get a garden, right? If you want to plant a garden, what's the first thing you do? Get a what? Some help out of that. Get a what? A seed. What's the word? You get a seed, right? Now, let's say it's a tomato seed, right? What is the hope of what you want to do with that seed? Huh? What you want it to become? A tomato, right? So you bought the seed so it can do what? Become a... Okay. Now, when you bought the seed, right, did you have to go buy a tomato? Why? Because the seed what? So you don't have to add anything to it.
You gotta nurture it.
There you go. Say it again. You got what?
Nurture it.
What else? Talk to me, fellas. How do you make this seed become a tomato? Water it. What else?
Sunlight.
Sunlight. You gotta give it some light, right? What else? Put it in the right soil, right? Put it in the right environment, right? And it grows. And when it finally sprouts, you did everything you needed it to do. It becomes a what? So it becomes what's already built into it. So what happens now that it became a tomato, right? What happens next?
I eat it.
You eat it. What's the first thing you do before you eat it?
Wash it off.
You wash it off, but first you gotta,
Pick it.
right? You free your labor, you go pick it, right? Now, let me ask you a question. Do you say, yo, tree, I'm just so concerned about what you went through? No. Y'all don't care nothing about the tree?
I mean, I care about the tree, but
No, I just want the what? Because that was the reason why I bought the what? Because I wanted what was inside of the seed. The only thing that matters was not how the shell of the seed looked. The only thing mattered was what was what. And how many of y'all would do that for any particular fruit that you would plant? How many of y'all would want that? Why don't we do it with ourselves? The most important thing about the seed is what? What's? Can I give you some theology that might mess up what you learned? How many of y'all heard the phrase, your future? You're coming into your future. Walk into your future. Fight for your future. How many of y'all heard that before? Build your future. Can I tell you, can I give you this part of the game? You might want to write this down too. Your future is not ahead of you. I'm going to say it again. Your future, everybody say it, my future is not ahead of me. Come on, say it like I mean it. My future is not ahead of me. Where's your future?
Not ahead of me.
Where is it?
Right now.
It's,
Here.
say it again, it's what? So you mean to tell me my whole future is here? Just like the seed, what did it need?
Sunlight.
Sunlight. So it needs light, illumination, knowledge, right? It needs to be planted around the right soil, environment, friendships. It needs to be cultivated, mentorship, coaching. And it needs to be watered, fed daily. Meaning I should be reading. I should be studying. I should be learning. It's called lifelong learning. What's the word? All why? Because now you see that everything you're doing has nothing to do with other people. It has all to do with getting your what out? Your, say it again, your
Future.
So who's in control of their future?
You.
So the more are you saying to me right now, the more I cultivate this, the more I can guarantee a successful future.
Yes.
And guess what happens? This is where we get mad too. Remember I told you about the tree? Did anybody care about the tree? Did anybody ask the tree what it went through? All you wanted was the, there you go. Everybody in here has a gift. What's the word? Has a what? Have you ever said, it seemed like people only around me because I can do stuff for them?
Yeah.
You feel like that tree, don't you?
Sometimes.
You were born for that. You were born with a gift that is inside of you that you have to release, that you have to discover. And all you need is sessions like this, not for me to give you anything. Only thing I'm trying to do is get you to recognize your
Gift. Your gift.
So repeat that with me. Your gift, what? Everybody say your gift. Adds value. Adds what?
Value.
So your adds,
Value.
it makes you a person of influence. What's the word?
Influence.
So your adds,
Value.
makes you a person of,
Influence.
then you can change your community. So the first thing you got to work on is your, so it can add, so you can become a person of,
Influence.
then you can change your, y'all understand how this works? How many people were taught first to build the community? Many of us are taught what we can do for people more than what we can do for ourselves. Because a lot of us say, my lifestyle is built around helping people. Have you ever helped you? Do you even know who you are? Do you even know what your gift is? How many people in here know what their gift is? What's your gift?
Like books, definitely schooling, definitely. Just like intellect. The ability to stay focused on the journey.
Your gift is who you are. Without any of this. None of us can teach you your gift. You do that better than everybody in this room. And you have to discover what that is. Now, notice what I didn't say. I didn't say the woman. Because who am I talking to right now? Because if you get this, women are easy. Because they desire a man with a, if a celebrity came over here now, how many women would run to him? Almost the whole campus, right? And what are they after? Are they after him? What are they after? His
Money, his gifts, his influence, his gifts, his value.
all his influence, all his money came from his. What's Jay-Z's gift? What's LeBron's gift? What about Steve Jobs? What's his gift? iPhones, right? Do y'all see how easy it is for y'all to call it out? When they die, they will always be known for their gift. What are they going to know you for when you die?
So it sounds like you said yes, like you named like jobs, like bronze and basketball players.
He's an athlete. He's a natural athlete.
You said some jobs, that CEO like some job. Is that a gift that
His gift is he's a creative, he's an innovator, he's a technological person. It's built into him to think. He just found a product. That makes sense? All they did was take their gift and add it to a product. Remember what I said? Your gift adds. What's LeBron's gift? His gift is he's an athlete, right? What is his value proposition? What value does he add? He makes the team better. He plays what? What does that do for us? He what? There you go. You see how that makes sense? So we pay him for him to what? Do you know why we love celebrities? They're entertaining. What else? Why do you think we love celebrities? Huh?
Something we can't reach.
Something you can't reach? What else? They're good because you really see yourself in them. It's attractive to see excellence. Y'all see it on campus, right? Anybody ever been to the WCU basketball games? Been to the homecoming games? It's fun, ain't it? Because you're watching people use their...
Yes.
And sometimes when you're watching them, you feel like you're a part of it. But the downfall is while we're watching them, we don't look to ourselves to see what can I do to be just as valuable. Because while they're actually making the stuff, we're looking for identity. Why do you think fashion is such a high seller? You know what fashion is? What's fashion? What do you wear? Clothes? What kind of clothes? You said styles, right?
He said stylish.
You said stylish? What else? What kind of clothes y'all wear? Name me some of the clothes y'all wear. Name me some of the style.
Representation of people identities.
You say it again?
Representation of people.
They're just what? They're just names. So when I'm wearing it, I feel
Confident.
why? Because it's their identity that has confidence. But what about yours? That's why we argue over who has what, who dresses like what. Do you notice you're arguing over other people? What about you? What about your identity? That's why I started creating my own stuff. I sit behind my t-shirt thing and make my own stuff. I'm not spending all that money on people anymore. Why? Why should I get this white man all this money? He hasn't done nothing for my community. I have. How many of y'all believe that should be the way to go? Let's build businesses where we become the person that blesses the community. How many of y'all want that? How many of y'all want to become the economy of the nation? How many of y'all want to become the leaders of the nation? How many of y'all want to build something that has impact? Martin Luther King, did he die old? How old was he when he died? He was 40, right? How old was Nipsey? Is it true a lot of young people been dying? It's a shame. How many felt bad that they died so young? How many felt bad? Is it that we feel bad because they're dying so young, or we're taking too long to figure it out? Some people could have died young. Why? I've already impacted the world at 40 years old. I've already impacted the world at 20 or 30 years old. So and the fact of the matter is sometimes grace is given to people to live longer because you're taking too long to figure it out. Because it's not about how old you become. It's about how valuable you are. You're not supposed to die old, you're supposed to die empty. You're supposed to drop off everything you have. So now, we talk about these women. Who in here got game? Okay. I got game, huh? Okay. I got game. Who in here got a girl already?
Damn.
That's your wife? Y'all call her your wife? Wife? Okay. What makes her your wife? Huh? Your significant other. What makes her that? Because you use the word significant, so I really would like to hear that. What makes her your significant other? Significant is a pretty powerful word.
Trustworthy.
She's trustworthy? Okay.
Dependable.
Dependable? Okay. What else?
Allows me to be vulnerable.
Allows you to be vulnerable? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he raised his hand on wife and yeah, didn't he?
Take good care, you know? What are men supposed to do in a relationship?
Provide, protect.
Provide, protect, is that right? So we're supposed to give. Is that right?
In a sense.
Because I see a lot of men talking about what they ain't getting.
I get it. It's not gotta be that. It don't gotta be that.
Right.
I mean, I get that.
How many people in here feel like they're appreciated as a man?
By who?
Just women in
Right
general.
there, or just period.
Women in general?
Just women in general.
In general? Some, yeah.
Sometimes.
Women gotta be my girl.
Sometimes.
Women gotta be my
Does it happen a lot in this society?
Innocent.
Or is it, ain't no good men out here? I mean, hear that all the time.
But it'd be like cops or something.
You know? Because men are supposed to give. Y'all do understand that, right? Your biology tells you what you're supposed to do. Y'all do understand that, right? You're supposed to give. That's why your organ sticks out, because you're supposed to always be. What are women supposed to do? Say it again. They're supposed to what?
Taking, receiving.
They're supposed to be receiving, right? And then what? Then what happens?
Then we create. Then we grew.
Right. He said that he wrote. So, you're supposed to give. They're supposed to receive. Then what do?
Give nothing back.
Hmm?
Give nothing back.
Aren't they supposed to give something back? though? They're supposed to give something back, though, aren't they?
Something.
It's built into the woman to do what? Because if you give her a seed, what happens?
She has that third girl.
She gives birth, and then she gives you a what? Does she give you a seed back?
She gives you something.
She gives you a kid, right? If you give her a home, I mean a house, what's she supposed to give you?
Clean dishes.
She's supposed to give you a home, right? If you give her an idea, if you give her an idea, she's supposed to give you a what? That's supposed. If you give her an idea, is she supposed to give you an idea back? What's she supposed to give you?
A plan. The tools.
A plan, a business, right? But it all starts with what? What you.
Yeah.
So if you're a player and she starts running game, then that's evident in what you deposited. That's why you have to be careful where you what? Deposit.
Oh.
Because how many of y'all had this prayer before? Please don't let her be pregnant. Please. I'll never mess up again if she don't have this baby. How many of y'all been there before? Please don't let this happen. Please, I don't want to call my parents and to tell them. I only want to talk to her parents. They ghetto. I want to talk to them. How many had that before? Because it becomes, sometimes pain makes you see how valuable your life is. So if we find that out, why we keep doing it? How many of them prayers we keep having? Are you valuable enough to want somebody that can build with you? Or you haven't even figured out what you should be building? Because there's a thing, y'all. Now here I am, clap it up for me, y'all. I'm celebrating 15 years of marriage in December. I know I'm not as good as y'all because I come home to the same woman every day. And it's fun. It's awesome, y'all. It's awesome. Let me tell you something. One thing. See, listen, they told me when I got married, you was going to jump into the fire. I said, no, I jumped into the air conditioner because I'm cool. I love my wife, man. My wife is fun. She played Madden. She played 2K. She loves scary movies. She helps people. She's got money, and she's going to be Dr. Burwell. Excuse me, I'm getting excited. Listen, it's cool to be with one woman. It's boys out here that I grew up with that say, dog, you don't know what you're missing. I'm missing that I gotta keep checking my phone every day. I gotta keep calling to see if I'm gonna get something tonight. If I make a phone call right now, it's done. And if she get pregnant, I want it. Because I raised a son with her and it was good. My son will be 20, you know what I mean? And he's good. He's been serving with us since he was 7 years old. He loves to help people. I had fun as a parent. You know what I mean? I sat down with my son and played with the action figures with him. I showed him how we used to build with the blankets and stuff and put the action figures around and design the wrestling ring, all the different pay-per-views. I showed him how to be a child, how to be a kid. Some of y'all never had a childhood. You don't even know what that's like. That's why a lot of y'all was shun having kids. Because you don't want them to grow up how you did. Facts?
I didn't get your answer.
Facts.
Yep.
But that only can happen if you choose one that has your best interests at heart, which means you gotta have a vision. Have a what?
Vision.
You gotta have a vision. You don't want to bring a woman into your life because she's supposed to come help you. If you don't have a plan, she's coming with equipment. And some of the equipment she comes with, you're intimidated by because you don't have nothing going on. Some of y'all committed too early. I waited before I got married. I waited to date her. I waited to bring her into my life. I waited to say, I want to start dating again because I don't have anything to offer. In fact, I was dirty on this campus anyway, y'all. I wash my clothes every month. When I got dropped off, I had a trash bag and a radio, and they said, we'll see you after you graduate. And they didn't even show up to my kente. I had 12 good brothers on my birthday that went and bought me Altoids, deodorant. That was the first time I ever got bought smell good. I was buying cologne ever since. But I had some brothers here. That's why I say Westchester grew me up. Because before all that happened, you know what I mean? You can see, I was suicidal. I tried to kill myself on this campus. Because I couldn't find out what a man was. When your mother is on drugs, and you have a father that really never told you he loves you, and you're looking at a marriage that's been dysfunctional, you don't want a relationship when you see a bunch of dysfunctional marriages. How many people know what I'm talking about? You see so many people argue, you look at TV, you don't want none of that. It's like, is everybody tripping like this? And so you see this on campus couples having fights in front of everybody. Like, oh, they're so cute together, but the next time they want to break up in front of everybody. That's why you gotta be careful publicizing your whole relationship, because it's gonna be an ugly breakup. Y'all ain't together no more? They gonna act like they care, they be like this. Slide right in your DM the same night. Facts? They be waiting for you. Listen, ain't nobody cheerleading for y'all to stay together. They waiting for y'all to break up. Because it's good men in here. Y'all are mature men. I know we all play, we all have fun. But how many of y'all know y'all really are mature here? Y'all are black men united, man. Y'all are black men that serve a purpose. Clap it up for yourselves, y'all. Y'all are inspirational, man. But the good part is y'all are honest about what's going on. But if you learn who you are, then it's easy to choose. Then you don't get caught up faking. It look good, but it ain't gonna do nothing for you but make you broke, like you said earlier. Cost you everything. How many people been broke over a relationship? How many people been broke over a relationship before? Ran out of money before. You been there? Let me ask you something. Have you ever invested in yourself like that? In reading, in your business idea, in your investment. How many people in here got a functioning business going on right now? I'm not talking about tracking either, y'all. How many people got a functioning business going on right now? How many people working towards getting a business? Could it be true that you're spending your money in the wrong area right now? You're spending so much money. See, that relationship is going to become your everything. But let me give you some game that I don't want you to forget. Listen to me. There's no commitment outside of marriage. I'm going to say it to you again. Everybody say it. There's no commitment outside of marriage. Let me tell you something. Any day, either one of y'all can chuck the deuces up and say, this is over. And nothing will happen. But when you get married, you got the paperwork. When you get married, you got to start splitting your property. If you just dating, no, I just don't like you anymore. I'm done. You know you can just leave. You know you don't have to stand in your phone and be screaming and arguing. You know you don't have to do that. I know some of y'all do that, don't y'all? What is the problem? What did I do now? What are you mad about now? And now you go into class, you can't even concentrate. Because you're so in love. How many people in here in love? Y'all sure? You sure? What's love, Herb? What's love? What's love? Oh, my relationship people had their hands up like, I think my girl might be watching this video. It's like, what's love? What's love? What's love?
It's a lot. I think love is like, it's defined differently by everybody. So like,
What's your definition?
I plead the fifth. I can't really describe it.
Say love.
I'll say one thing for me with love. My love is that it brings me peace. I don't have to worry. I'm not worried constantly. I'm not worried where she at, what she doing, none of that.
Right.
Cause I know wherever she at, I know her. And I know her for a long time. So I know wherever she at, she straight, she doing good.
So the experience and the trust is what you define love
That's an aspect of love.
as. Is that what love is though?
Not all of it.
What's more? Give me more.
I don't want to aspect. I can't. Love is such a broad term. There's so much that can go into love. There's so much that can go into somebody's own definition of love. There's so much that can go into your own definition.
Right.
It's only defined by you, what you expect love to be. This is what you expect love to be from you, from your partner, from your family, all of it.
Okay.
I think love is just a feeling. That's like I said before, you can't describe love. Like everyone has a different feeling of love, but at the same time, you know you have a feeling that you didn't have beforehand. And you can't explain, everyone knows the feeling of fear, happiness, just everything like that, but love is a different feeling.
Right.
No matter what, even if you do go through ups and downs, like the reason you keep going through whatever you do with that person is because you love them. So that's the feeling that you have. It's just a feeling.
Okay. Excellent. You bro? You got your answer?
No.
Who I take a crack? No wrong answers.
I'm gonna say like, love for me, like the emotions I have for a regular person is like 10 times more for the person I'm in love with. Like, if I really care for them, you know, he said, I don't gotta know they every move, but I'm a very like protective person, so like, even if she like, my stomach hurt, it's like, I'm concerned about it all the time. Like, I don't know, I just really, my emotions towards them is 10 times more than it would be for a regular person.
Okay.
This might sound weird, but I'm a mama's boy, so if a girl make me feel how like I feel about my mom.
You say she got me.
I'm a transition the conversation a little bit. Still talking about love. I'm gonna piggyback on what he said in regards to feeling for sure. But for me personally, like outside of platonic love, outside of a love, or I'm sorry, a romantic love, outside of a love with a woman, also like with other people, with other men, friends,
Right.
whatever. Like I can recall a point in time where like me and this one boy, he graduated by this point, but like I didn't know who he was. I remember encountering him like, who is this boy?
Right.
And we ended up on the same board, and it was a point in time where just how I felt about him, not on some
Right.
weird type time, not some emotional connection type time, but just how I felt about him. And what he had going on was different than before, and it was different than how I viewed other people.
Right.
And there was a point in time where I told that man I love him for the first time at a program like this.
Right.
We sit down talking about love and relationships and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I never told this man before, but I love you.
Right.
And that's a feeling as well. I mean, like, love is beyond just emotions that you feel for a woman. I mean, like, y'all all got bros in here that y'all love, and y'all feel different about that man than y'all do a regular, excuse my language, no, I'm not even gonna do that on camera. A regular person that you encounter and dap him up, what's up, bro? Like, love is beyond just relationships for sure.
Absolutely. And I agree with you 100%. Anybody want to add to that?
I feel like it's like with love is almost a foundation. Like whatever you're gonna give to a certain person, especially if you've been with them for like years, or like not even just like a romantic partner, like you being with your man for years and you growing up together. That love is foundation. Like
Right.
y'all see each other grow, y'all see each other change your mindset, stuff like that.
Right.
So that's why I feel like to some extent love is foundation as well.
That's foundation, absolutely. You're right. And what you have to realize about love is, it takes a lot to love. But the definition of it is very simple. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all is, I've been doing this a while, and I've studied it, and I've looked at this thing for a long time, because I sucked at relationships. I was a total opposite of what y'all do here. I was the one always getting played. That was just me. I can't listen. I ain't gonna say it in front of y'all. I wasn't that boy. I was so happy when one girl would I used to try to talk to girls, and boys would tell me, man, go holler at her. I would go holler at her, I would get the number. But then they would play. Like, I gotta call you back. They would play. I just wasn't that bold. And one of the reasons was I wasn't confident in myself. That's why I started to think off. I was telling y'all, who you are as a man. You gotta discover some things about yourself because it builds your confidence. Women love you. Women love confidence. When you exude confidence, it's attractive. That's why they keep allowing themselves to get played. Because it's something about a man that looks confident that thinks that they can secure it. You know what I'm saying? And the rules have changed. The rules have changed and what it used to be. But one thing about love is I do want to break the, I do want to break some theology here. It's not an emotion. I'm sorry to tell you. It has nothing to do with it. I'll prove it. Tell me, who wants to tell me why you love your partner? Why you love your partner? Why you love your friends? Give me some excuses.
Well, I would say for, I guess my version of my friends, they give me like ones I never felt before, experiences that I've never had. And I feel like they actually like care for me as a person, and they're gonna see me do well and succeed.
When it's really build you up, it becomes something. Absolutely.
I feel like when it comes to not just like someone that you're into a relationship with, or even like your close friends or family, they give you that sense of comfort. It's just like act how you ever want to in a certain practice setting.
Right.
Like all right, we in this occasion, I can say whatever around this person.
Right. So you feel like you'll be open and vulnerable in front of the person. Excellent. You know what I mean? And that's good. You have something. Who else want to add to that? Why do you?
Well, me, I have a big heart, so like I care about a lot of people, and I may be getting shut down all the time. But, like I love like really hard. So when it comes down to females, yeah, I might love hard, all that, but like that doesn't really affect me as a person. Like you gotta really be that one person for me. I feel like we'll love them differently. For friends, I can act any kind of way around them. I can do what I gotta do. I can like talk to them about anything I'm going through, or I can just handle my own business and like approach it different with them. And with family, I can't love all my family members because some of them sneaky, but like the main ones, they're always gonna be there for me. Like my mom, my dad, my brothers, like some of my cousins, so I can just call them whenever I'm going through anything.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel about it.
That's some good stuff. So you had something?
Not much. All I was gonna say is like, just in general, like everyone goes through different things throughout their lifetime, and it can be rough, no matter the person. But going off that, like, why you love your friends or significant others, because whenever you're not in those times, you can just call a friend or someone and just be like, yo, like, let's go do this, let's go do that. Right. It's like, all right, let's go do that. And it's like you just forget about those other hardships that you have in your life.
So they kind of open you up to different experiences to make you forget about the pain. That's an excellent point.
Or even heal it.
But let me tell y'all something. Keep it honest with you. Because how many of y'all want to have a true relationship where you can have that 100%? Who wants to have 100% love in your relationship? I'm telling you, you can. But here's what you have to do. Everything that y'all named was good stuff. It was good qualities to have. But it's not love. Because why? There's one word that defines love. Y'all may want to write this down. Unconditional. That's true love. True love is what? Unconditional. All of y'all gave reasons for why you love. That's not love. When you love, you don't have a reason. You just love. You love wholeheartedly. I love your potential. I love what you don't do. Because here's the thing, if they ever stop, what do? Because you gave a reason. Meaning, if they stop that, you cease to what? You'll cease to love them. If they stop doing the things that made you love them. But when you love a person, you decide whether good or bad, I'm love them. I don't have all the expectations. That's why I say we have to be careful what we say we love. A lot of us have filial love, which is a friendship love. We have love of feelings. Like we have a family love, meaning it's like it's an obligation for me to love you. It's a feeling for me to love you. But true love has none of that because there are no conditions. I love you regardless. That's why when you get married, it says what? For what? Good or for bad, for better or for till what? Till death do us part. You have something?
So if love is unconditional, which I'm not going to agree or disagree with, but if love is unconditional, then how do you obtain that? And then once you obtain that, how do you sustain it?
Okay. See, that's why the reason for why you get into a relationship has to be bigger than you. The reason why my wife and I work is we have vision. The vision ties us together. Plus we have God that helps. You know what I mean? Because now I've been given a remnant for how to love. Now all of us might not believe the same thing, but this is just what works for me. When I read the scriptures, it tells me about the love that loved me regardless of who I am. All I did was take that concept and put it into my marriage. So when I see my wife act up, the only thing I see is her potential. That's what keeps me in the game. I see what we can become. And I love that part about her. I love the part that I can't see.
So at what point in that relationship did you love her? Like what point did your love and care for her become unconditional?
When I decided to marry her. Because if I didn't love her, I should have never what?
Married.
Because why? You're gonna stand in that aisle. Let me tell y'all something about marriage. It gets deep, y'all. Y'all know what remember what I told y'all, right? It says what? Till what? Death do us part. For this cause a man shall leave his mother, leave his father, and what? Cleave unto his wife. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember those lines, right? Nobody ever knew what they meant. Because when the bride comes down, what happens? How does she get down the aisle? Say it again. Her what? Her father walks down. Now, the thing says to a man, this cause shall a man leave his mother and father and cleave unto his wife, right? A man. Everybody say a man. Did it tell a woman to do that? It never told the woman to do that. Why? Because during the wedding day, what? Her what? Her what walks her down the aisle? What does he do?
He gives her to you.
He what?
He gives her to you.
And what happens to you?
She's yours.
She's yours, right? And you what? Become her what? The husband and her. There you go. This cause shall man leave his mother and father, cleave unto his wife. Her father walks her down, gives her to you, and says, now everything I did is your problem now. That's why he smiles when he walks down the aisle. You cry. When you get married, you see the boys up there crying. You think they crying because she's so beautiful. No, they crying because they know the responsibility they about to have. That's why when you're in love and you're feeling it, what do you call her? Hey, baby. And if you're doing it right, she says, hey, daddy. Because that's really what you go become. And you have to take it. See, she never leaves. She transfers. From everything he did, now you got to do it. So when you say, I love, what you're saying is, I want you to transfer right now. What man in here is ready for all of that right now? Let's be honest. Y'all in college, you got things going on. What man in here is ready for that level of responsibility? Now you see why I say you have to be careful with the word what? Because y'all are not ready to make that sacrifice yet. You haven't seen enough. You haven't done enough. You're not even finished with you. So you have to be honest to say, I have a great friendship with this person, and I would like it to grow into something, but I am not ready for that level of commitment. Because I don't even know where I'm going. She's coming to help. And the worst thing that can happen is you tell her to join somewhere and we got no direction. Where are we going? That's why y'all got to start interviewing when y'all talk to girls. I like why. What you like me for? I think you cute. That's probably a lot of guys that think that's handsome. Why me? What is it about me? I like your swag. Okay, so if I lose that, you ain't gonna like me. Y'all heard it in rap songs, like she love me because I'm getting this, I'm getting this. And if I lose it all, what's she gonna do? So you better have something more than your looks. You better have something more than your stroke game. You better have something more. I'm trying to tell y'all, yo, this is how we get caught up. And the system trains them to do that. They want them to do that to you. Why? Because then I'm going to get you for child support and the state going to take care of me and my child. And I'm going to get you and the state. Ain't nothing you can do about it either. And now you got a child that you're not ready for. That's what the whole purpose of a relationship is, to produce. What's the word? To do what? Remember what I said about the seed? What's the whole goal of the seed? To become what? To become fruit. Everything in here has to produce something. Even a relationship. You only get with a woman and get with a relationship to produce something. You get a friendship because it's like, yo, help me with a business. Help me with my education. This should add what? What's the word I told y'all? Your gift should add what? Which means my friendship should then add. It should produce something because men are supposed to be, what did I tell y'all? Men are what?
Givers.
There you go. Say it again. Men are what?
Givers.
Which means we should always be
Giving.
giving of our time, giving of our talent, giving of our ideas. Men need to speak up. Men need to do what? We need to hear your voice. How many men here have ideas? How to change the campus, make it better. How many of y'all got that? How many of y'all got ideas? How many of y'all got ideas for your friends to help them? You should always be. The thing that paralyzed the world is the men stopped giving and the women started. Now we complaining that we ain't receiving. You see men on the phone gossiping. I can't believe she ain't do this for me. Bro, you're a girl. You complaining that you ain't what? What? You're supposed to be.
Giving.
They created malls for women. So that they can constantly be.
Getting.
That's why they have a womb and you don't. A womb is meant to receive. You don't have a womb. Unless I'm mistaken. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if I'm mistaken. Anybody ain't got a womb? That's all I want to say. If you ain't a womb, you ain't qualified, brother. You are a man. Everybody say, I'm a man.
I'm a man.
How many proud to be a man? Say I. How many like being a man? Say I. How many like being on this campus? Say I. How many like the girls on this campus? Don't lie. Say I. But did you learn something about your girl though? You learn something about yourself even as a man. As much as you're committed to this woman, what you discovered today is, I'm not really ready for what I'm looking for. Not right now. Just because it's not right now don't mean it will never happen. But you have to be upfront with your women and stop making promises. Stop it, fellas. And who in here is just dating? Like you don't really have a girl, but you're just dating around, checking women out, seeing, you know. Anybody doing it? You dating around? Just don't tell one of them you love them. You can date as many as you want. Oh, see, I know I'm messing somebody up right now because they think I'm wrong. You can date as many women as you want as long as you tell them all that's what you're doing. I'm just dating. We just going to get ice cream. This is not a relationship. All I'm doing is going to Chick-fil-A with you. That's it. Just because I bought you a little sandwich, you know what I mean? Basically with the chickens don't mean we in love. I would do that for my homeboy tomorrow. You know what I mean? Am I right? Tell the truth. Tell the what? Now I know some of y'all got stories where it's like, I don't know if I want to tell that truth. Who got this? You're on campus, y'all. The biggest thing on this campus is temptation. Am I right? Especially if you're in a relationship. How many of y'all in a relationship and you had other temptations? It happens. You have other people trying to come at you, trying to flirt. Come on, fellas. Is this true? It happens, right? Huh?
I won't lie and say fine. It happens. I'll push it.
Yeah, you don't do it. You control yourself, right? But here's the thing. You also be able to talk about that with your woman. If it was a girl today, I really wasn't attracted to you. How many of y'all would do that? How many of y'all would take it that far? I did. I did it with my wife. I was on Community's campus one day. I just got done a speaking engagement. It was this light-skinned girl. She had china eyes and she was thick like, oh my God. And I was standing there for 25 minutes. And I was engaged. Why am I here right now? I went home and told my wife that I did that. Because here's the thing. I set the atmosphere for honesty. You're right, I didn't, but where my mind was though,
You told her you were tempted to.
I told her I was tempted to go talk to this girl.
You just.
I told her, I was like, yo, I really was about to go get the number.
That's super honest. I've never went through that. Like, girls talking to me every time. I tell her all the time. Some girl try to flirt me. But when I tell her that I hate her, I don't like her. Because like you said, it could be somebody like that, but I know they're not her. Why would I want that person? I don't know that person. I know her.
Because you're admitting that they were attractive. Yo, they got to. Because you're mad. See, here's the thing though, man. Let me tell you what that did though. I'm here right now. if I was in a room full of 50 women, my wife would not be jealous. I could stay out till 3 o'clock and my wife will not blow my phone up. She won't. She will not. She's never having a conversation with me like, let me check your phone and see what you're doing. I've never had, listen to me, I've never had that conversation. Ever. I've never been through that insecurity phase with my wife. You know why? Because I did that. I took a step that y'all thought may have been ridiculous. Why would you tell her you didn't do anything? Because I set the foundation for honesty. And I had to run that temptation spirit out.
If I'm being honest, I feel like if I did that with my girl, I feel like my girl would trust me. Not trust me less, but like she'd be more on me. Like she'd be like on word, like, and then she'd be like.
She will. She will at first. But she'll trust you more. Because she's thinking like, well, you didn't do anything. Why would you tell me this little detail? Let me tell you something. What you think might happen with that, the reverse is going to happen. I have a clean, open, honest relationship because I did that one step that every single man I talked to told me I was ridiculous for doing. They said I never would have did that, and that's why your girl want to see who's in your phone and in your DMs. I don't have that problem because I set the atmosphere. She know that if I feel it any type of way, I really got to put that. If you really love me, let me test it. I'm gonna tell you my bad side and see if you still love me. That way you can go in assured that this is the one for me. If you can't be open and totally honest with your lady, you already told the story about what she can be for you growing into something. Because I can't trust you with everything. Because you're going to break up after everything, so you don't. She doesn't love me.
What if, like, so I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I tried to drive, like, she asked me, I was like, yeah, I found the girl like attractive, like, I told her, I was like, back then I would have got her number, but now I didn't. Like,
Did you want to?
Did I? But
Did you tell her that?
Yeah, I said I wanted to, but I was like, I didn't, of course. And
Okay.
she trusts me less, like, what then?
She told you what she meant. What you mean to her? That's not love. If she tells you she loves you, like, I love you, how could you do this to me? If you did, do you accept the fact that I told you what I was about to do, that I get tempted because I'm on a college campus? Am I right, fellas? I think we forget we're on a college campus. Temptation is where?
Everywhere.
How many agree?
Put your hands up, bro.
Like, if y'all don't raise your hand, you fronting. You fronting right now. Oh, I'm so in love. No, you're not. There's always going to be somebody more attractive. There's always. I don't care. Listen, I have a wife, 15 years. There are women that are more attractive. I see them daily. Now, I don't care because my wife showed me who she was. You know what I'm saying? We've grown into that place where it's like, I don't desire anything else.
You told your wife you were trying to like this before
Pretty strong.
We've had this conversation. I said, you don't think? She told me. I said, you don't. I was like, I would be a fool to believe you don't see men out there you think is more attractive than me. I told her the same thing. You will be a fool to believe to think that. Listen, I told her Remy Ma was attractive. When I met Remy, I said, yo, she's attractive. When I met Michelle Obama, she's attractive. There's some attractive women out here, man. But again, my wife is not insecure. She knows what she means to me. I know what she means to me. Y'all understand? So that's love. I don't even desire anything else now. I don't care. I see attractive women all the time, and it's like, yo, I think you don't play Madden, Brian, and you don't play 2K, so it's like, you already lost. My wife watched sports not to support me. She watched sports because she likes sports. In fact, she's going to update me on the Phillies game. You see what I'm saying? I got it made. Clap it up for me, fella. Clap it up. Clap it up.